What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Utah Utes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The returner will field it and bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Utah's offense will take the field first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be...
He's loose. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Zings it complete to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Offense gets set for 2nd down. A designed run for the quarterback. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Makes a move. Running through contact. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Arizona State Sun Devils offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. To the air, it's Levin. Quick strike complete. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Powers through.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Udo. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. No Cam Scatterboo this season. Guys, he was the definition, all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they strike first.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Clemens. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. Makes the catch. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Direct snap. Running into the open space. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? He'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking for room. It's Udo. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick handoff. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down. There he goes. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Grabbed behind the line. It's McClain. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a second and long.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Going to swing it on second down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Levin. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Bentley. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Gets it to the back, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Going up top again. Quarterback moving. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bentley.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Working the middle, it's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He gets a hand on it. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Utes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments. Put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a 2-possession lead might feel insurmountable. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arizona State.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bentley. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Trying to pick it up on the ground. It's a seam wide open. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Utes are flying down the field. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And right down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Levin. Caught over the middle, it's Moss. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. Crosses to 40. At the 45 on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. the direct snap. It's And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Arizona State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salaam. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 17 to Iowa State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Got his man in the middle. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Lofts one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great put. For this offense.
42 Spider.
The run from the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Makes the grab. Ernie on the Jets. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Utes will hustle to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Utes with the 1st and 10. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll throw it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Udo. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Udo. Fighting off the defender. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Power football with the run. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Give to the running back. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Is on its way. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big.
Single
In yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Right on target this time. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. A strike downfield. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to pass the clock, an enemy. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. Fourth down coming up.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. He takes the knee, and the undefeated season continues. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.